guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to go over a kit, a cooking kit that I described in my latest video that I didn't get a chance to use. This guy right here. So in this kit I've got everything I need to cook. Pretty much anything that I need to, honestly. In this little kit here, this is everything I need, and I will show you in just a minute. But this kit, I was gonna use this when I was out ice camping. Well, trying to ice camp in the latest video, one of the most recent videos, and failed because the weather really took a turn for the worst, and it wasn't in the forecast. You know, whatever, big deal. But yeah, so that's what I'm talking to you guys about today here on this video about this kit. And this is a kit that I made recently, and what I did is I just thought about, okay, what do I really need to cook? You know, a lot of times if you got a kit like this, a lot of times you're cooking like soup. Now this doesn't have the food in it, so obviously this is just everything you would need to cook. You know, some spices, oils, utensils, maybe not all the utensils, but enough to get by. And then you know, like the cooking fuel, the flame, everything is all in here. Just doesn't have the food, so obviously you got to put that in a different container, whatever, no big deal. But that's the kit that I made recently that I thought about, you know, something where you can just quickly grab and go. And if you gotta make a small kit like for ice camping, I mean, you don't want to pack a ton of stuff, you know, especially if it's just you. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to show you the kit. So the main part of this kit, obviously you can see it's from Bass Pro Shops. The main part of this kit is pots and pans. It's from the camping section, I believe it's around 40-50 bucks, something like that. And if you catch a sale, maybe even cheaper than that. But I'm pretty sure it's around 50 bucks. And the reason why I chose this kit is because it's got like a non-stick surface, and you have you got two pots, one big one, one medium-sized one, and then you got a pan. And the handles, they're wrapped around the sides of the pots, and you'll see in just a minute. And you just pull them out, and then you got a handle, and they're light, so it's going to work on the cooking surface that I'm going to show you that I have contained inside here. So this kit here comes with obviously a bag. Just pull that out of there like that. I really should be doing this sitting down, but I set it down. But anyways, get that bag out of there like that. It does fit around there kind of nice, or kind of tight, but that's okay. That's kind of what you want, because you don't really want it to be too loose and moving around all over the place. Bag over there. So here it is. First thing you're going to notice is there's no drag hanging out. Okay, well, probably wondering, well, what is that for? Some of you might already know what this is for. So this little rag is a microfiber towel, purchased at Harbor Freight. Super cheap. Buying the deals like $1 or $2 for like 4 of them. So so what it is, I put that in there and put this pot in there because that saves the non-stick surface. It reduces the amount of friction, you know, from these things moving around, because I don't know for sure, but I feel like that it would like rub that non-stick surface, and then I would lose that surface. You know, and you want that surface for, especially for ease of cooking and cleaning afterwards. So first thing you're gonna see is that rag there, and you're gonna see that throughout this kit. So it comes with the lid here, all right? So I'm gonna pull this lid off, and on the inside is another pot, all right? I think first of all, let's just put this lid back on. First of all, let's look at this bottom part here, the pan. Now, it's kind of snug because of that rag, so I gotta kind of peel it off, but that's intentional. And it's in there pretty good because it's suction cupped. So go side to side to get it off of there. Or you could go like this. Use the handle there, and then the handle here, which is a better idea, and then just start twisting it and moving it down. There it is, right there. And also, you know, this big pot here, the big pot has a little handle over here too, so you can hold it from both sides. This is more like a soup style pot. Okay, so I'm gonna set this down here. So here's the pan. So this is your frying pan. You know, not too bad. It is about, so it is about, I don't know, it's 8 inches. 8 inches from the inside, inside. So 8-inch diameter space. And it's got the non-stick surface. And these things work great. The bottom, kind of see it, kind of not, but it's got like grooves on the bottom. So what that's going to help do is it's going to help keep it on that on your cooking surface, and it's going to keep it from sliding off one way or another. That is key, because some of these pots and pans that you buy, they don't have that, and they slide off, because sometimes your surface isn't going to be flat. Sometimes your surface is going to be on an edge, you know, so that is nice. And I got it, you know, the awesome thing is the handles. I love these handles. I know they're just wire, but I mean, it's just convenient, because then when you don't need them, put them back. All right, so that's the pan. You know, I know it's just a pan, but works great. Works great, and I'll show you guys, because I'm gonna use this pan. And I'm not sure if I'll use any of the pots for what I'm about to cook, because I've got another cooking, a little bit of a packing tip, I should say, food packing tip for you guys in this video. But I'm going to use this pan. I won't be using these pots, but I will show you inside these pots, because I've got everything I need to cook in these pots. All right, so I am actually going to just put this back on there. Okay, there it is. All right, so now take off this lid. And the lid's, top of the lid's non-stick surface too. It's awesome, and it's not even that heavy. It's actually fairly decently light. I'm gonna move you guys over so that way it's gonna be a little bit easier. It's hard to tip this thing here, so shift you over here. Oh boy, just about dropped you. Let's do something like this, huh? There we go. There. All right. Woo! Hello. I'm gonna tip over here. Let's turn. Don't want you tipping over. Got it. All right. Okay, so you're gonna be kind of at an angle here. Maybe I can get you a little bit closer, a bit further away. There we go. That's a little bit better. There. Okay. All right. So now you see the pot inside here, and I've got this other rag protecting this pot from this next pot. And next, take this lid off here, and you're going to see everything that's in there. There we go. Now, first off, you can organize this stuff pretty much how you want. I've got these things organized. There's a couple tweaks I need to make to this yet. But the first thing you're going to see here is these are the cleaning wipes, Clorox cleaning wipes I use for, you know, when I clean any of my cooking surfaces or anything like that. They don't have bleach in them, and they're safe. So I can wipe the surface and cook on it right away, and it's not going to poison it or hurt, you know, anything or get me sick. And then I've got paper towels. So this is the dry. So this is pretty much to clean it off. This is to dry it off. This is also to help clean off like some extra stuff that that's maybe caked on there too. So I got these all in Ziploc bags to keep them sealed, nice and tight. And then I'm going to kind of go as I packed it in. So the next thing on top here is when you cook, sometimes you're going to need olive oil. So I've got olive oil in this little bottle here, and you can do however you want. You know, I've got it like this because it fits nicely and I can conceal it. This Ziploc bag is for safety in case this lid happens to leak, and sometimes these will leak depending on, you know, or if you don't turn it on all the way, you forget, it happens. So I always put a Ziploc bag in here to keep it, so that way it doesn't become a mess in the rest of the, you know, in the rest of the kit. So we got olive oil for cooking. You know, you can use butter or whatever you want, however, but butter has to, I don't know, do whatever you feel, but for me, that's the best route for me. Okay, and the next thing, you know, cooking utensils. Now here's where I gotta do some tweaking. So first thing is not this part, but I've got a spatula, rubber spatula here. So this is going to be for like cooking, like say eggs or something, like, you know, whatever. You can use it for whatever you want though. I mean, it's pretty versatile, and you can just, you know, cook whatever, your soup, whatever. I mean, it's sky's the limit. You guys know that. So I've got a spatula here. And here I have a spoon. So this spoon is mainly for soups, but you can use it for whatever you want. But yeah, mainly for soups. And so the reason why I like this is it's a longer handle, and you know, it can be there, but you can use shorter spoons too. The utensils you use, it really doesn't matter as long as they're comfortable for you and they work for you. This one works for me. The other problem with it, so I've got, this came in a kit of 3 actually. So I got a knife and a fork. You can get better utensils that are a little bit smaller that will fit in here. So and these 2 don't fit. So that's the tweak that I need to make. That's the only tweak that I need to make to this kit. Is, you know, all I would have to do, honestly, is just cut these off, like right here. Just cut them off like right there. Only cut like an inch off, and they'll both fit. It's just really not that bad. But I like these. I like to have these for a different kit. So, and I don't know where my other silverware is at for a camping silverware. Just got my pretty much like this: a spoon, knife, and a fork. But this is just for viewing purposes. So that's the tweak I need to make. Get a knife and a fork that fits in the kit. But otherwise, I fit in there just like that, and it's nice and flat. See, so it fits in there just like that. So we'll take that one out. Next, I'm going to take out this here. I don't have it labeled, but I know what it is. I got this with a kit, so it's just a little spice can. You know, you can put whatever you want in there. Just pop that open. You can see it's got, you know, the holes in there for it. So you just, you know, there you go. So this is, for me, I use a lot of salt, pepper, garlic. So, or like I said, you know, just abbreviated SPG. So that's what this is. I like a lot of salt, pepper, garlic on a lot of different things. So that's what this is. So I put this in a little container. So this is, I mean, I'm never going to use this on a full trip, like all of this on a full trip. So I mean, this will last multiple trips. Don't need a ton. And this is actually some of my favorite. I love this on burgers. It's the Famous Dave's rib rub. I do literally put this on everything, and this just works out really great. So I've got to have this. With these 2, I'm pretty much set wherever I go. The only thing I might want to do is maybe something like a pepper specific, just straight up pepper, or maybe something like if I'm going to do fish, maybe do something like some kind of a fish rub too. So I mean, that might be the only additions I might do, but otherwise, I mean, that's pretty much the basics. Now I'll leave that in there. So the next thing is the cooking part. You gotta cook it, right? So this, and you can get smaller versions of these too, and if you get a smaller version of this, you can actually fit more in this little kit. So this is actually a larger version of, you know, of this fuel, and it's by Coleman. Obviously you can see that, and you know, it's got, I mean, it's contained. That's why I really like it. And then here's your Coleman burner right here. So this thing is really easy to use. Like, you just move that over right there, and move that over right there, and there you are. And the reason why, so that's also part of this kit. So if you look at it, these pots and pans, they will sit on there just fine. you are still going to want to make sure you have a level surface. And this is one of the reasons why I really do like a wider bottom fuel can, because it helps keep it that much more stable. You don't have to have it. You can have a more narrow fuel can. I have another one that is like this here. So to put it in perspective, there it is there. So I mean, you do save some space. So here, I'll actually line up one edge here. Let's see here, so we're gonna do this right. So I could save maybe about 1 inch of space, which is actually a lot compared, you know, you could put a lot more stuff in there if you have 1 more inch of space. So I mean, just do what you want. I mean, this is a new one. I will be using this one once this one's gone. But you can get quite a few meals out of this one can. Like, this is only about half gone, and I think I've got about 4 or 5 meals out of this already. And most of it's been soup, but I mean, that's still pretty good. And they're not that expensive either. But anyway, so here's the burner. I guess I don't have it like that even here, so we can move it over like that. So there, I mean, there it is right there. Piece of cake, you know. So I mean, burner's in there, self-contained. So there's that there. The next, you're gonna need to light that. So when you got the fuel coming out, you need to light it. You can use a lighter, you can use whatever you want. What I have is, this is a waterproof plasma lighter. So pop it open, and it's extendable like that. So I can put it up in next to the flame here. Grab this like this, obviously not hooked up, and all I gotta do is, there we go. It's hard to see it, but there we go. And that's gonna light that fuel. So pretty easy, self-contained, and it also has a little flashlight on it in case you're at night. See? And it's fairly decently bright too. So that's the one thing I like about this one. It's double utilized, a flashlight, and it's got a cord to put around your neck. And then here's that, there you go. Here's microfiber to protect the surface, and here's the first pot. There's the first pot right there. And this pot here is, you know, for, you know, if you want to, you know how big these are. So bring that up here. Okay. So inside to inside, it's kind of upside down. Sorry. Inside to inside, it's about 7 1/8, around 7 inches. So I mean, that's not bad. I mean, you can fit a lot of soup in here. Honestly, you can fit a lot in here. And then same thing goes with this big pot here. See? I mean, you can fit a lot in here. Now, if you find you don't really need this extra pot, you only need this big one, you can take this out, and you have even more space to put more stuff in there if you wanted to. So, I mean, really, honestly, you might not even, I mean, think about it. You could probably get away with not even needing this one. I mean, because this one is only like, let's see here, what is this big one? I can't remember. 7 3/4. So I mean, it's really only 3/4. I mean, honestly, think about it. You could just get away with putting a bunch of stuff into this one here, and you could fit more of what you need in here as well too. And now I could actually fit all of the silverware that I want. Not bad. That's my, you know, I mean, I just thinking about this on the fly here. But sometimes it's nice to have a little extra. So I don't know, do whatever you want. But yeah, this little kit here is what I'm going to be bringing whenever I go out and do some ice camping or anything like that. And it's fairly simple. So, and I'll put it back together. I can't remember which did what, but I'll put that on there like that, the microfiber towel, and then I'll just set this pot on there like that, and then just go straight down. Okay, same thing here, and then I'm just going to push straight down on the center here, slide that over to the side I can't remember, I honestly can't really remember how this really goes in. It doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure you protect the surface. So that's what I'm going to make sure I do here. Something like that. Maybe this will go better like this, upside down, like that. Okay, and then got your spices there. The lighter. The lighter over here, I think, is where I had it. Something like that. And then we had the spoon. Just put the spoon down there. The spatula, same thing, right in there. And then I put, you know, the oil, and then the cleaning stuff. It doesn't have to be put in that order either. You can do it however, you know, whatever works best for you. And then just put the lid on there. That. There's that. And then grab this other lid right there. And then we will put the kit inside the bag. The bag can be kind of tricky. If you don't like the bag, you're not committed to the bag, that's okay too. I just like it because it actually keeps it pretty tight. Just like that. Oh, it's not that tricky to get it in there. Just gotta mess around with it. There we go. Here's the kit. Back together, just like that. I hope you enjoyed this video on my compact cooking kit. The only thing that I would really need when I'm out ice camping, I'm by myself. Now you can do something a little bit bigger if you want to, and get a container, something like this. You can fit all that in there. You know, I've got some cans of soup up here that I had in there as well, and you put in put on there a bigger cooker too. So I've used this one before. This is, I believe it's a Coleman. You know, it's I can't remember, but this one, I mean, it goes on those 1 pound propane tanks, cans, I mean. These guys here. And it also comes with a base, but I don't have the base right now, but you don't need the base, but it comes with a base to help keep it more sturdy. And this goes on there like that. Turn it on there, turn the knob, right here, light the flame, you're ready to go. I've used this on my channel before, a couple times when I've been out camping. It works really good, like really good. I've cooked soup on it, and well, I actually think I really only cooked soup on it, but that's really all I needed. That's really a lot of times all that I'm cooking. But you can do a bigger kit like this too. So if you got to cook for more than just you, bigger kit like this is fine, and it's still somewhat contained. It's not really that big of a kit, and you can put more cleaning supplies and stuff in there as well, and you can really kind of expand. But for me, when I'm out camping and it's just me, and even if it is maybe one other person, I'd say this kit's probably still good for, you know, I say 2, maybe 3 people, but good for at least 2 people, 1 to 2 people. I mean, I've used it for I've used it for 2 people before, so I know that for sure. But this kit is my go-to. So, this video got a little bit long, but I want to give you a little bit. I want to give you a detailed description of my compact kit, what I put in it, and maybe a couple of tweaks I got to do. And this kit's not perfect. It works for me, but you know, you guys might have your own little tweaks to do to it. Awesome. And if you got some pretty cool ideas, throw it down in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next video.